Alright guys, Papa Pepper back once again with another one of the Wildman'S Wild Friends. I have here a couple of the first ever Ozark Zigzag Salamanders that we found. You see we have a very small one, maybe about 1.5 inches, and it looks like it lost part of its tail somewhere along its short journey of life so far. And then I have a larger one. So while out at An American Homestead, we've been blessed to be able to find a number of new species for us, but also just some great herps, some great reptiles and amphibians. So the Ozark Zigzag Salamander is another one of the lungless salamanders. So unlike a lot of salamanders that will breed in pools of water and lay their eggs in the water and then go through an aquatic kind of larval stage first before metamorphosizing into a actual salamander, these guys are going to get born and look about like this, only just slightly smaller. So the Ozark Zigzag Salamanders, you can find here in the Ozarks of Arkansas. They're also in southern Missouri. The only place I've ever found them so far is, here in Arkansas. But they are pretty interesting for a number of reasons. Number one is there's a lot of variation. If you can notice closely, these guys got a little kind of racing stripe of red up their back. It can be yellow. We found some like that. We found some that were red. It can also kind of be orange or kind of a yellowish orange. These guys are rather good parents as well. When they mate, because they're not laying their eggs in the water, what they'll usually do is find a deep kind of crevice in the earth. After breeding, the female will deposit just a couple of eggs, but she will guard them until they hatch. And then when they hatch, like I said, they'll be tiny little, babies, kind of like that, only a little bit smaller. And then they'll start their life. So they're going to eat a lot of the tiny little insects and, soft-bodied bugs that are down at the ground level. You're going to find them a lot of times around caves and springs. They'll be either crawling around in crevices underground or in the caves or hiding under like rotten logs and stuff like that. We found most of these by flipping logs and flipping rocks. An important thing to remember about salamanders too is some of them can have some pretty bad stuff that they secrete from their skin that can be harmful to you, but also there's things that can be on your skin that can be harmful to them. So it's important to always wash your hands before handling creatures like this, especially if you're going to, be picking them up. They can absorb things through their skin, different toxins, and it can be harmful, and we definitely don't want to be harming these creatures. We want to appreciate them, let them live their lives and enjoy them, but not be inflicting them with anything that can be bad for them. So, very blessed to be able to find these, very happy to be able to see them. One of them I'm just going to let go because it's disappeared. So that's just another one of the Wildman'S Wild Friends, a new friend for me, something I've been blessed to meet and enjoy and check out in its natural habitat. And as always, the more of these that are out there now, the more will be out there later for the future generations. Although some people do try to keep things as pets from the wild, the best place for them to be is in the wild, so that's where this one's going. Papa out.